This is Tony from Team Raildex, and today I am going to show you my Disaster Dragon deck. It's pretty standard, so there's not really much to say about it, other than, the normal stuff. So here's the deck list. 3, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, backbone of the deck, pretty much standard in every Disaster Dragon deck. Always should run 3 of them. You can remove from play a Dragon-type monster to special summon him, and he can revive monsters from your graveyard, and he can special summon them from your hand. So, pretty much, it's a really, really good card. Prime Material Dragon, one of my favorites. Negates pretty much destruction effects, and that's pretty much it. At the cost of a card in your hand, you can negate destruction effect, and yeah, that's it. Lad, everybody knows what that does. Dragon Ice. Basically, you can, when your opponent special summons a monster, you can discard a card from your hand to special summon him. You can even discard him to special summon itself, and it'll revive itself from the graveyard. And you can also, when your opponent special summons a monster, you can revive it from the graveyard by discarding a card from your hand. So, it's a very good card. I also use this to get out Gungnir. That's one of the main reasons I have it in here. Gotten Gungnir out a couple times because of him. Without the flyer, pretty much it's the main tuner of the deck. I only run 3 tuners in here. He can up the level of 1 monster on the field, and it's 1 other monster. You can't up his own level, so. But 1 monster on the field, you can up the level, and then, tune, synchro for whatever. 2 of them, actually. 3, Red Eyes Wyverns. You can remove him from play from your graveyard, special summon a Red Eyes at the Red Eyes Darkness Metal at your end phase. That's pretty much it. That's what I use it for. 3, Mass Dragons. When he's destroyed by battle, you get a dragon type 1500 or less, and from your deck, and you can special summon it. I think that's what, yeah. And that's pretty much it. Dodger Dragon. It's coming out soon. Yes, they're proxies, but I haven't really had a chance to. I don't even think Extreme Victory is out yet. Oh, it is out. Okay, apparently it is out. I've just been informed. But I haven't gotten the chance to go and get these yet, but I'm going to get them soon. Very good card. Stops counter traps. Summon can't be negated. So basically, you can go for him, remove him from play with a Red Eyes, and then your opponent really can't do anything like Solemn Warning or anything like that. It can still be, Torrential Tribute, Bottomless, and Mirror Force, whatever, but it's a good card, and it's worth having in the deck. 2 of them. 2 Kokimera Dragos. This makes it so neither player can special summon Lights or Darks. Basically, you should have your field ready before you summon this. You can't, like, if you had your Red Eyes in the grave, you can't special summon him with Wyvern's effect when he's on the field. He will stop that, but he also stops your opponent from special summoning light and dark monsters. So it's a good card. The creator of this type of deck pretty much calls it the backbone of this deck. I like it. I like to run. I put him at 2.
This was from my input. Whoever runs this deck, that card is really good to get out in late game if you're going for the kill, because it negates Battle Fader's effect, Tragodia, and Gores. And you cannot pretty much lose because of that now, because Battle Fader, Tragodia, and Gores are all darks and negates darks. They cannot special summon or activate its effect because of that. And
as Rich just said, it pretty much stops all those big plays from happening. It's a really good card. I like it. That's pretty much it for him. It's also a 1900 beater. That's all. 1 Totem Dragon, level 2 tuner. Use him and Dragon Ice to get out Gungnir. Pretty good card.
That's actually Dread Dragon.
What I say it was?
You said Totem Dragon.
Dread Dragon, excuse me. Oh, He also, you can take a monster, when he's destroyed, you can, basically works as an extra mass dragon. You get a monster, rather than getting it to your field, you get a monster, level 3 or lower, dragon type, to your hand. You can get it like a Delta Flyer or something to your hand with this. One totem dragon, used to get Lad out, revives itself from the grave during your standby phase, and that's pretty much it. Exploder dragon, good for killing like colossal fighters, things like that. It blows itself up. Like if your opponent destroys this card, it'll destroy your opponent's card. If it's by battle, that's pretty much it. As for spells, we have 2 MST, standard. 2 Gold Sarks, standard in this deck, not standard in every deck, but works good. Get out your Feature Fusions and your Dragon Ravine. That's pretty much what it's used for. You can also go for a Red Eyes or whatever with it. There's Feature Fusion. A lot of people wouldn't suspect it, but this isn't used to get a 5-headed dragon out. You have to target 5-headed dragon, but it's not used to get 5-headed dragon out. What you're doing is you want to dump 5 dragons to the grave, and then revive like Red Eyes with a Red Eyes Darkness Metal by Red Eyes Wyvern's effect during your end phase. Something like that. It really speeds up the deck and thins it out. 1 Forbidden Lance, protect your Red Eyes when it's summoned for 1 turn or whatever. It lowers its attack, but it's a good card and it's worth having in there. Book of Moon. This is like so you can flip your Kokimera Drago or whatever face down so that you can special summon your dark and light monsters again. That's pretty much it. He also stops your opponent's attack, or everybody knows what that does. Monster Reborn, everybody knows what it does. Dragon Ravine, it's not only for Dragunity monsters, works good in Dragon decks too. Usually you can dump, like say you have a Red Eyes Wyvern in your hand, you dump your Red Eyes Wyvern from your hand, and then from your deck you dump a Red Eyes Darkness Metal to your grave. And at the end of your turn you can revive the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. It's pretty much what I use it for. You can also gut other dragons to your hand, to your deck, and pretty much thin your deck out. Dark Hole, standard. Different burial from a different dimension. Good for getting your Wyverns back in your grave, and that's pretty much it. So you can revive your Red Eyes again. Giant Surdine, standard. 2 Compulse. I love this card. I prefer it over a lot of things, really. Synchro Killer is what this is. Your opponent would waste a summon. You could flip this and then leave them with an open field. Return 1 monster to their hand, or if say your opponent is going to try and destroy your Red Eyes, you can chain this and bring your Red Eyes back to your hand, and then just summon it later, the same turn or the next turn. It's a good card. I like it. You can also use it to send Kokimera Drago back to your hand, so you can start special summoning Lights and Darks again. 2 of them. 2 Bottomless, standard. Everybody knows what that is. Well, it's not really standard, but everybody knows what it does. I can't afford Solemn Warnings. I am not rich, so just 2 of these. Everybody knows what they do. Call the Haunted, get your Red Eyes back, get a monster back to your field, and pretty much everybody knows what it does. Mirror Force, everybody knows what that does. Dark Bribe, and Solemn Judgment. Everybody knows what that does. That's it for the main deck. Then we have the extra deck. 1 5-headed dragon. Use it to target for Future Fusion. You don't need it's not even needed really to summon him, but he's needed for a target for Future Fusion. A lot of the time I don't even get him out, but I get to dump my 5 dragons and then revive a Red Eyes and then do all the shenanigans or whatever. So pretty much it. It's also a 5,000 beater, which is always a good thing. can't be destroyed by battle, but it's kind of pointless since he's got 5,000 attack. 2 Stardust Dragons. Very good card. Everybody knows what those do. Trident Dragon. Pretty much go for game with this card. One of my favorites. Expensive as hell now. Probably paid too much for it, but it's a good card. Destroy 2 back rows and or two cards on your field, and then get 2 extra attacks with this. So that's 9,000 points of damage altogether. Red Dragon Archfiend. Rich, are you holding the camera right?
Yes, I am. Keep going, you.
Red Dragon Archfiend. Everybody knows what that does. Ancient Fairy Dragon. Probably everybody knows what that does. Good to get around Gravekeepers. I mean, I haven't seen many Gravekeepers lately, but I'm sure they're still around, so whatever. 2 Black Rose Dragons. Blow up the field. Gungnir. Use Dragon Ice and Dread Dragon. Get him out. Pop 2 cards at the cost of, or pop up to 2 cards at the cost of up to 2 cards in your hand. That's a good card. Hard to get out a lot of the time now. Exploder Dragonwing. Destroys monsters by effect once it runs them over, and your opponent takes damage up equal to that monster's attack. I think the monster has to be face up though. Still a good card. I like it in this deck. Bryanak, standard. Scrap Dragon. Actually, 2 Scrap Dragons. Yes, one of them is a proxy. I don't know if I showed any other proxies before, but no, I don't think I did. And I just knocked all my cards over.
It has a disease, this proxy has. It's going to die in a few days.
It's blue. That's what happens when your printer's messed up. That's pretty much it for him. Then we have 2 Catasters, also blue. Again, printer's messed up. It happens. And they are proxies, so that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the deck. Comments would be nice. Enjoy.